Hey everybody, KP here. Today I'm doing a little review on the solar battery maintenancer, or also known as a battery tender. It basically keeps your battery charged for vehicles or boats that normally set up for a while. It basically takes solar power and converts it into volts and watts. It basically goes and charges up your battery. As you can see here, operating volts is 12 and max is 5 watts. As you can see, it's Ozark Trails. Pretty good company from what I've seen so far. Let's turn this over. And here's you some information on it. Comes in handy for, like I said earlier, vehicles, like classic cars or boats and motorcycles that doesn't get used much. Batteries have a tendency of going low. Trust me, I know I haven't fired up my Expedition in about a month, and I went yesterday to go and fire it up. It wouldn't do nothing, so I had to jump the battery off. Something like this would come in handy to keep the battery charged. Let's see what we got. And here's the whole setup. You got your solar panel. I don't know if you can see, but the light is on because it's charging. Instruction manual. 4 suction cups. That way you can stick it to a window or whatever. The wire that goes to the solar panel. And a 2-part setup right here. You got the alligator clips that you can hook directly to your battery, or if you're using it on a vehicle and the cigarette lighter stays on constantly, you can plug it up through that way instead of having to use the alligator clips. Everything is all here. It's easy setup. Be good to go within a matter of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start setting this up, show you what it looks like assembled. Alright, I got the suction cups already mounted, but I don't have it hooked up to that. This one is its own set. It's got the alligator clips on this one, and cigarette lighter, aka power port supply. You can hook it up either way. You just attach it in there with the other pigtail, which got a cap, which I got it only on partially, because I know on the Mustang, my cigarette lighter, because I'm old school, I still call it a cigarette lighter, runs constantly because I know it for a fact because my dash cam will stay on even when the key is off. So let's go try this out. Alright, I've been the Mustang. You can see there's no key in the ignition. My setup for my power ports, aka cigarette lighter, dash cam. I don't have it pushed in all the way. I'll push it in all the way, and then the dash cam will come on. See? No key. So it's a constant source of power, which I could take. Let me get to it. This plug and plug it directly into there, and the solar panel will slowly trickle charge my battery. These suction cups can be mounted either way. I got them on the bottom, and if you want to reverse it and mount it on the top, you can stick it to the windshield, kind of like my dash cam. Stick it to the windshield and it'll take solar power that way. Or, like I'm going to do, set it on my dash, and then I'm going to plug up this to this end that goes into the lighter. As you can see, I got it mounted, but there's a little gap. They didn't trim it right, I guess. I'm gonna take this and plug this one into there. And as you can see, it's coming around, going up, going directly into that, going up, and there's a solar panel. It's good to have if you got somewhat of a battery issue on your daily driver. If you can't afford to buy a brand new battery, I suggest getting the jump box just to be on the safe side, but this will help with that issue a little bit. I'm not going to say it's going to guarantee start every time, but this thing does it over time compared to a jump box. Don't get me wrong, I could hook it up directly to the battery, but I don't feel like going out there and getting that battery, opening my hood and all that. But I do have a battery outside I could hook it up to, which I'm going to do that in a minute. Now I have a older battery that I've had before. Took out another Mustang I used to have. Just been sitting out in the yard. Make sure you hook them up the right side. That's negative, and that is positive. Hook it up just like that. Black goes to the negative, and red goes to positive. Now I gotta hook it up. As you can see, I have the solar panel sitting on the ground. Battery's hooked up. Got plenty of cable to run, and it'll slowly trickle charge the battery. Pretty sure the battery is dead, but it's an old battery. I'm just using that as a reference on how to hook this up. I don't know if you can see that blue light is on. That shows that the solar panel is charging. So far it seems like a pretty good product. I'm not endorsed by them or anything, or are being paid to advertise this, but I'm doing it to give y'all a heads up. I got it from Walmart. I think it was about like $30 or so. Don't remember the exact price, but yeah, it's a pretty good setup to have in case you need a way to charge your battery. Who knows, maybe you might be able to hook it up to one of your smaller solar generators. Don't know, I'm going to try one out whenever I get one, or I'll look it up and see if it's compatible with each other. But it's a good idea anyway. You never know, it might work, it might not. It's worth a shot. Who knows, maybe if it works with solar generator, because I do plan on getting one for my expedition, mounting the solar generator up in the back and putting a solar panel on the roof. That way I can have constant power for things if I'm doing some overnighting, overlanding, stuff like that. Stealth camping, you know, the good stuff. Let me know down in the comments if y'all used this before or anything like that, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.